I get to X, it's always good to remind yourself, like, what am I solving for? Like if you had a highlighter, I don't know if you like
Yeah.
highlighters or anything like that, but the more you kind of take school, the more you're like, oh, let me make sure I always know what I'm solving for.
Okay.
How do you undo the two in front?
Um, Division.
Divide by two. So there's some numbers in literal equations, maybe not that many, but there are some. So now x equals p minus 2y over 2. The numerator is really in parentheses, so you can't just like arbitrarily cancel something.
Okay.
Is that okay for the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try, let's have you try one here. All right, so solve that equation for b for us, please.
Okay. Yeah. I'm stuck at P minus B equals A plus C.
Yeah, but you want to solve for b, so you don't
I
move
don't
b.
know.
What
I,
should you move?
I was solving for C. I don't know how that happened.
That's okay. And that's what I meant. Like, I know, probably not used to highlighters and stuff, but you know, I would modernize here if you can, or do something to make sure you know which one you're solving for.
Okay. We try that. What did I got reset the whole equation. That's good. E equals A plus B plus C. Okay. Would it be P minus B minus A equals B?
But we're solving for b. Like, you don't want to move the b. So it's p minus a equals b plus c. Subtract the c, subtract the c. So you have p minus a minus c equals b.
Huh. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Is
let's
this
try another one here. It just, we're just trying different problems. There's no judgment here. We're just, these are weird. Like, you're used to numbers. There's no numbers, letters only.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Make sure you know what variable you're solving for. Very, very important.
Okay. Hmm? Okay. Let me just.
You okay? Everything okay?
Hey, everything's okay. Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Okay. So C A. Hmm. How would you separate the R from the T?
The math operation between them is 20. Like, let's say it was D equals R times 5. How would you undo the multiplication by 5?
Division.
Division by 5. Yeah. So you're going to divide both sides by T.
Okay. Uh,
So what is the final answer? What does R equal?
R equals DT. I
D
think.
divided by T. D over T.
Yeah, over T. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's try. We're gonna try a few more here. What give me some feedback. What's the challenging part of this for you?
Not knowing what to do with the variable.
Okay. So again, like let's just quickly review. You undo addition with subtraction. You undo subtraction with addition. You undo multiplication with division. You undo division with multiplication. What letter are you solving for in this equation?
M
M. So what is the n doing? Is it adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing?
being subtracted
So how do you undo subtraction?
with addition.
Yes. So you undo, you're going to add n to both sides of the equation. All right. And then you can always switch sides. So what does m equal?
M equals P.
Anything else?
Is it over M? Is it over
What,
M or minus M?
what are we doing over this left side? What is the math operation here?
Uh, Addition. Oh, plus. I thought the thing next to the N was a T. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, okay.
sorry.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
All right. Try another
Okay.
one here. Actually, let me make this one up. Wow. So solve x plus y plus z equals w for z. Solve for z.
Hmm. Okay. X plus I don't know Z plus X equal negative W minus 7.
You're solving for z, right? So the answer should be z equals, and then tell me what goes to the right here.
Uh, X, I mean, W minus Y,
Okay, I agree with the minus y, and then what else?
the, wait, is it plus X?
Well, is x positive or negative? Let's start with that.
Current is positive.
So you undo it with
Mul uh,
subtraction. So what should be next to the y here? What finishes it off?
negative X.
Minus x. Okay. Give me some feedback because I'm not sure if this is clear or not, or
It's trying, currently in my brain, I'm trying to make the numbers, I mean, the variables numbers.
right. Okay. So we want to solve this for r. Okay.
Mhm.
So r is over here on the right. What is the 2 in the pi doing to the r?
We'll multiply
So how do you undo multiplication?
division.
So you divide, you show a fraction bar here. I want you to tell me as best you can, what does r equal?
R equals C over 2 pi.
Good. Okay. Are you getting this down in your notes? I don't know if you're able to,
I
tell me where
got
you're at.
all the questions down so far.
Okay, fantastic. So here's one for you to try on your own. Very, very similar to what we just did. Like really, 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 really similar.
R equals I over PT.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. So let's try one that's just a tiny bit more difficult here.
Okay.
All right. So this one's just a little bit more awkward. We're going to solve this for x. Okay.
Hmm?
So now x is right here. Is the m positive or negative?
The M is positive
Positive. So you undo it by subtracting m from both sides. So this is z minus m equals negative x. Why is it negative x?
because without the M, the X becomes minus X is negative
Yeah, that subtraction operator goes with it. So how do you undo the negative in front?
with the positive.
What it's multiplying though, like -1 is multiplying x. So how do you undo that?
Um, Division.
There's two
I mean,
ways.
no,
You can either divide or you can multiply. So if you divide by -1, that's fine. Or if you multiply by -1, that's fine as well. They'll give you the same result. Okay.
okay.
So what is z over -1? What does that become?
Uh, 1 -1 Z.
Yeah, -1z or negative z. How about this minus m over -1? What does that become?
Negative M.
Try again. It's a negative over a negative.
Oh, positive M
Okay, equals
equals uh X.
x. And is that what we wanted?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions on that?
No.
All right, so let's try another one here. H minus y equals a. solve for y. Solve for y. So this is a lot like the previous one. Could you give this a try, please?
Okay. Negative y equals a over negative h.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Negative y equals a over negative h.
Okay. So let's look back at the previous problem. This one's really, really similar, right? Like we just added and subtracted. We divided by a negative. Which variable are you solving for here?
The y.
Is the h positive or negative?
Positive.
How do you undo a positive?
Um, by that's a negative.
Subtracting h. So now tell me what this becomes. What does the next line become here?
Negative y equals a negative h.
Minus h, or a negative h minus h. Yeah, there's no division, right?
Oh, okay. That's where I
But
went wrong.
now there kind of is.
Minus 3 over y. Hmm? I got negative y plus h equals a.
How did you undo this negative in front? What did we do in the previous problem?
Oh, by dividing by negative 1.
Yeah, so let's do the same thing here.
Oh,
You'll find that I give you problems that are like basically the same as the previous one, just different numbers, like
mhm.
not really even a change in strategy, just the same steps.
I was leaving the y alone. That's how I got that answer.
Okay, so what is a divided by negative one? What is h divided by negative one?
Negative a positive h.
Very good. All right, let's try another one here. Are you doing okay with this?
Yeah,
I know this is weird. You got to just keep kind of firing away here. A
yeah.
lot of students struggle with literal equations. All right, try this one, please. And remember, your focus only has to be on the side with the variable that you're solving for.
Okay. A equals n plus p over negative m.
Why is it negative? What is the math operation between A and M?
Um, multiple.
Right, so you undo that with division.
Oh, okay. So just
Okay, let's try one with a couple of numbers here. That's a little bit of the preference here, but this isn't exactly a literal equation, but it's pretty close. So
X equals 3C.
Okay, here's X, right? And then
Yep.
you see that's being added by 2C. You always undo addition and subtraction first. How do you undo that?
Um, by subtracting 2C.
Yeah, and the whole point of this is that nothing like there's no like terms. Like that's you just rewrite it as -3 minus 2C. Now is the
Okay.
-3, what's the math operation between the -3 and the X
The minus 3. It's a
when they're squeezed together like that?
multiplication.
So how do you undo
Multiplication.
multiplication?
Division.
Divide both sides by that.
Hmm.
And rarely do you like simplify. You can almost just leave it like this.
Hmm.
Okay. Let's try another one here. All right, let's try this.
Okay, I got A equals B, I mean, D minus R minus C.
Okay, but isn't C being subtracted over here?
Yeah.
So how do you undo subtraction?
Addition.
Okay, so now how do you want to change your answer? Because you said minus C down here.
Plus C.
Let's see. All right, let's try another one here. I feel like you're making some progress. I mean, it may not seem like it to
Yeah.
you, but it's getting better. We're not getting into the most complicated ones, but maybe we can here in a future session. But keep doing what you're doing here.
You keep on going off like the quadratic. What's getting me messed up?
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are all over the place based on what you're telling me. So
Yeah.
this is usually taught early, much earlier in the course.
I don't know how the school system works.
Yeah.
One day
Although
we're
we got to
learning
figure,
quadratics, now we're learning linear, and now we're learning real numbers.
yeah. Sometimes you just got to go with it. It'll work itself out. But
Yeah.
give this one a try, please. You're solving for X. Make sure you undo those operations correctly, right? You undo subtraction with
Yeah.
addition, addition with subtraction.
X equals uh, negative C plus G plus Y.
Okay, but you're adding C to both sides.
Oh, C, I think G. My bad.
Sorry about that. That always happens here.
My bad.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
And you're subtracting y from both sides.
Can I get like so when you start, how do you know which one you go first? Is it the one always on the right of
Well,
the variable?
that's we've been mixing it up here. I mean, you should identify the variable you're solving for, and then you say, all right, how do I get rid of the c? Well, how do I get rid of the y? And eventually, eventually you'll just see it here, but it's g plus c minus y.
Mhm. Okay.
Let's try another one here.
So it's the one always by the variable, like away from
Yes.
the. Okay.
All right, so
Starting.
solve for k. Solve for k, please.
Okay. Look. Okay, not X. Is it K equals P minus W plus V?
Good. Really good.
Did I get it
All
right?
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I
Okay. All right. Here's a new one for you to try. If you're wondering what that is, it's a Greek letter. There's a whole Greek alphabet.
Is it Omicron, right?
This one's called theta, but it's not important that you know the letter at this point.
So that's, I thought I got it right.
Theta,
Theta.
theta, yeah.
Software theta. Uh, minus. Oh, I'm solving for. That's okay. Theta equals S over R.
Very good. All right, so here's another one to try.
X equals NP over M.
All right, you're really getting this down. That's good. That's really good. Um, okay. Yeah, we can actually stop there. All right. Good job on that.